Do you know the easiest way to know that you're a failed president, that your administration is nothing to write home about, is when two respected past presidents come out to bash you. Yes, when two respected past presidents, former presidents, come out to say that you are failing, that you are a failure, and you've not done anything good ever since you resumed office. That is when you know that, you are not you are the failure of the failures. Now this video you are going to watch Olusegun Obasanjo and Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, our former presidents that are very well respected in the country. That is why till today they can still go wherever they want to go and doors will still be open for them and people will still respect them. Nobody is in the comment section of their social media insulting them or anything. They have come out to call Tinubu a failure. You need to watch these videos to the end. The first one is of Obasanjo. You need to hear what he told Tinubu just yesterday. Then the other one is Goodluck Jonathan. They all said that Tinubu is just there for fancy, like he is. I don't know how to describe it. Guys, just watch the video.
Among governors, former governors, attempted governors, I will also recognize Peter Obi. So let me now come back to Emeka. Emeka, I felicitate with you on this day. And I listened attentively to what Leo has said about you. And all I will say to that is that I concur.
You say you should bring the microphone closer to your mouth.
And why didn't you say it publicly so that they can hear? Why are you whispering into my ears instead of saying, bring the telephone close to your mouth so that everybody can hear you?
I said I sent your son so that you will not be angry.
Now that you have said it, what is more? You said so that I will not be angry. What is to make me angry if you are correcting me correctly? But let us have a wonderful day. You said to me we will start at 10 o'clock so that we can end at about 1 o'clock because of those who are fasting. And I don't want to take too much of your time, except to say that this is a day that we are all happy to be here with you, to celebrate with you, and to share the joy of this day with you. The little I know about you is that you are a determined man. There's no perfect human being. But the little also that I know about you, you are almost a perfect human being. Again, the little I know about you, you take things as they come. And you are unperturbed by even the seeming and apparent injustice when they come to you. For me, I will do everything to be here with you today, and you know that. And I'm really happy to be here with you. And you have chosen for discussion, which again, I believe, is an indication of your mind, of what you believe for this country. You have chosen for discussion democracy. Is it failing in Africa? Are we talking of democracy? Or are we talking of Western liberal democracy? I will not preempt what Bishop Kuka will be saying. But when we talk of democracy, we should remember that in Africa, before the colonial rule and the colonial power, we have a form of government which attended to the needs of our people. And whatever you call it, to me, it is democracy. Because what is democracy about? The American President Abraham Lincoln defined it as government of the people, by the people, for the people. Democracy is meant to be a system of government that delivers, and delivers to all the people, not just a section of the people, not just a few. But what do we have today? I believe since we gone past the Greek democracy, which brought everybody to the square, and everybody has a say in the decision making, which affects everybody, or which affected everybody. Democracy has now become representative democracy. And representative democracy has not taken care of everybody. Today, we have democracy, which is government of the people, of small number of people, by small number of people, over large number of people, who are deprived of what they need to have in life. Now, that is not democracy that will endure. So if you are talking of democracy failing in Africa, democracy in Africa has failed. And why has it failed? Because it didn't have any, in context and in content, it's not African. It does not have any aspect of our culture, our way of life, what we stand for, what we believe, Ubuntu. I am because we are. It is, I am because I can grab. What sort of democracy brings you and you grab everything and then illegally, corruptly, and you say go to court? When you know that even in the court, you cannot get justice. So if democracy is not that democracy is failing, democracy is dying. And if we are going to make democracy not to die, we have to look at democracy in the context and in the content of Africa. I hope that we will get to that stage so that democracy, which will deliver, will be the democracy that we will have in Africa. Thank you.
Regards. And I did mention that what is happening in the country, everybody talks about River State on television, and some of these are the issues we discuss. We're talking about building a society where no one is oppressed, as reflected in the top paragraph of our national anthem. As a former president and also from the Niger Delta, when the issue of suspending the governor came up, I think people call on me, oh, President Jonathan, oh, President Obasanjo, you should say something. People expected us to say something about what is happening. And of course, people don't even know that traditionally all over the world, former presidents hardly make statements about what the current presidents are doing because of the tension it could create in the country. In most cases, look at America, look at everywhere. So hardly for former presidents to make, sometimes you see and you look. And of course, what is happening in Nigeria today regarding the situation in River State is like an Indian proverb that said that if somebody is sleeping, really sleeping, you can easily wake up that person. But if the person is pretending to sleep, you find it difficult to wake up that person. The key actors in Nigeria, from executive to the legislature, luckily Senator Binta and others are here, and the judiciary, they know the correct thing to do. But they are refusing to do it. They are pretending to sleep. And waking such a person is extremely difficult because the person knows the right thing. The clear abuse of offices, clear abuse of power, clear abuse of privileges, cutting across from the three arms of government, from the executive to the parliament to the judiciary. And I always plead with our people that whatever we do affects everybody. And sometimes we do things and we think that it doesn't affect us. I've been a president before, and even after leaving office as a former president, people get to me. Why is that our passport is not valued that much? Why is that Nigerians are not given the kind of treatment we're supposed to receive at international airports? Sometimes we think it's because of Yahoo boys or 419ers. No, not only them. Yes, they are part of the problem. But whatever happens in the country, decisions that are taken by the executive arm of government, decisions that are taken by the parliament, judicial decisions affect everybody. For example, no businessman can bring his money to invest in a country where the judiciary is compromised, where a government functionary can dictate to judges what judgment they will give. No man brings his money to invest in that economy because we are taking a big risk. So whatever we do affects everybody. And if we must build a nation for our children and our grandchildren, no matter how painful it is, we must strive to do what is right. It may cost us, but we must endeavor and pay the price to insist on doing what is right. Whether you're holding an executive office as a president, a minister, or a governor, or a special advisor, or executive, whether you're holding an office in the parliament, senate, or rep, whether you're a judicial officer at the high courts or appellate courts, we must strive to do what is right. If we want to build a nation that our children will be proud of. As we engage in these discussions, let us remember that promoting social change is not a one-time event, but a continuous process. It requires a sustained commitment, collective action, and unwavering dedication to the values that promote good governance. Let us also recognize that social change is a shared responsibility, one that requires the active participation and engagement of all stakeholders, including civil society, the private sector, and governments. In conclusion, I want to again express my gratitude to the Haskell's Satumari Foundation for convening this colloquium, and I appreciate all of you, especially a sister who came all the way from Kenya, as she has been introduced. If you're ticking the boxes for people that are supposed to be here, she fill all the gaps. Thank you for coming. And thank you from what you told me yesterday, said that Nigeria is the first West African country you have visited. So you are welcome. And I hope you will enjoy Abuja, and we'll listen to you and we'll listen to all others. So I thank you very much.
I think the biggest mistake that Tinubu made in his first tenure is this River State issue. In my own opinion, he should have just allowed everything to just die a natural death, because seriously, it wasn't that deep. It wasn't that serious. Like the protest that Ijaw people had, it wasn't even like it was the whole of River State that had the protest. It was just few people, Ijaw people. And that protest is not because of any other thing, but because the fact that Wike called them minority of the minorities. That was what angered them, not because of, there was no crisis at all going on in River State that we were around the suspension of Governor Fubara, and also for them to declare it state of emergency. Nothing whatsoever warranted that. Like, it came as a shock to everybody. I think that's the last truth that broke the camel's back. Everybody was still saying, Tinubu this, hunger, Tinubu this, no health. But for you to come and declare state of emergency till date, that was the one there that even made everybody, even to imagine that Wole Soyinka that support APC, like as if they are his all and all. Wole Soyinka have to come out to even say that Tinubu did wrong by declaring state of emergency in River State and suspending Governor Fubara. That's the highest mistake that Tinubu has committed in this system. And if you not take careful, this thing will make his 2027 re-election very, very difficult for him, because as it is now, both the elite, the poor, the respected, everybody, even the people that you feel that they used to be on Tinubu's side, everybody now is coming. Now, have you seen how Wike is exonerated? Now, this thing has happened now. Nobody is talking about Wike again. No. It is now everything has been directed to Tinubu. That's why, as a president, you're not even supposed to be listening. Nobody, some person will tell you what to do. Can you allow someone to influence your judgment? You that is already the president. Now, nobody is talking about Tinubu. Every talks, every backlash is directed at him, the president, because he's the one that came out to declare the state of emergency. Now, Wike is going about his life because he has gotten what he actually wanted. So this thing is going to be a very big issue for Tinubu if he do not reverse it now that it is still very, very fresh. Because if you allow this thing to prolong, so many damages may be done. Guys, please share me your opinion in the comment section. Like and share this video and also subscribe to our channel. Thank you.